Hello, I'm Jacob Nordby, and I want to thank you so much for joining me here to learn a little bit more about Burn the Leash. And before I get into the specifics about this series, I just wanted to share with you a little bit about my own story and how it was I was led to create this and share it with you. And you know, as Richard Bach, who's the famous author of Jonathan Livingston Seagull and Illusions and other books, once told his young son, every story has three main elements. There's a hero who wants something, and something stands in their way, and this is what they did about that. And he said, without any of those elements, you really don't have much of a story. And you know, each of us is a hero in our own story, and each of us wants something for our lives, and there are things which stand in our way, obstacles, and what we do about it is the story of our lives. Well, in my own case, as a young guy, I was fascinated by the discoveries and the stories of human potential, and I would read these great books and study these teachers with success and personal development and psychology, and I just longed to make these things real for myself, not just read about them. What I kept discovering, though, was I was bumping up against my ability to actually go do it because of these internal leashes, these blocks, these things which held me back, like what other people said I should be doing. You know, the structures in my life and the religion that I was part of, and all these other roles which I began to take on down through my life, and I kept bumping up against those. And so it was kind of like I was in prison. I was able to see out there through the window the beautiful mountain range that I wanted to go climb and that I wanted to go play and soar and experience all this stuff, but I just couldn't seem to get myself free. Well, that's what eventually led me to this deep personal journey, which required me to examine every one of those leashes, every one of those obstacles, and ask the question, what would my life be if this was no longer there? And so these forced decision points, choice points, where I was then led to make a decision in the direction of my authentic self or continue down the path which was defined for me by some other force. And you know, in some cases these were agonizing and difficult, but in every single case, so far in my life, each time one of those choice points has come up, I've made the decision to burn the leash, to move into the direction of my authentic self. And in every case, I would step into a new realm of expansiveness and freedom and the ability to make manifest what this true self of mine really desired. And of course, that's a continuing process, the process of a whole lifetime. But this is what led me to begin writing the book, Burn the Leash, a manifesto for freedom seekers. And it's what also led me to decide to offer this course. Because, you know, I don't feel like this is just the birthright of a few. I feel like everyone has authentic desires for their lives and dreams, which is truly our birthright to be able to make manifest. And the things which stand against those are the leashes, the things which stifle us in our desire to move forward, and they don't allow our feet to move. Well, those are the things, those are the leashes. And so in this course, Burn the Leash, we're going to use very specific tools and exercises and processes, some of which you've maybe seen before, but many are brand new and have been what have happened in my own life. And also I'll be synthesizing and then sharing with you this experience of remapping our life and taking a visionary look backward at the journey of our lives so far, and then deeply looking into the present moment and the various factors, the things we fear, the things we desire, the things we love, and the things we'd love to not have as part of our life anymore, the things that are holding us back, and then cast a new vision for the future, where this is that space of possibility where we can create anything. But rather than just talk about it and have this inspiring experience, this is an invitation for you to actually step across the line, actually draw a line in the sand, and then step across the line. So unlike New Year's resolutions where, you know, we put a goal out there or a dream or a desire, and then we, you know, write it down on a piece of paper or think about it and then go away and at the end of the year look back and say, I wonder how I did. This one is a little different, where we actually draw a line and step across it into inspired action. Now, I've taught other courses like Creative Unboot Camp, where people are delving into that creative electric core of themselves and getting in touch with their muse and starting to write. And this one's different in that, unlike just writing a book, it might be writing a book. It might be creating new freedom in a career or in a relationship, or it might be stepping out of some old limitations which have been stifling and painful for so long. And so it's not as specific as just one thing like writing, but it's actually tapping into the true voice of yourself, of your own soul, and then asking, what's holding me back? And what am I willing to do about it, so that the future before me can be inspired and inspiring, and I can live a life with no regrets because I know I've gone all in and I've actually created what it was I desired most. So if this sounds like and feels like the right step for you to take to make 2015 a year of momentous unfolding, of manifesting in ways that have never happened before, then I do invite you to join us. And this will be held in a series of 3 online workshops which you can participate in. And even if you can't show up for the live class for some reason, I'll be providing the recorded versions along with the worksheets and the exercises so you can download them and use them forever. And already people from all over the world have joined this, and I just feel strongly that the group which has showed up for this is deeply ready for something new, for something expansive, and for something truly miraculous and magical. And so I look forward to joining with you and all of them and doing something that will be both magnificent and inspiring to ourselves and to all who witness. So thank you so much, and I do invite you to join us.